So this topic is entitled Community Engagement and Investment in the Energy Sector. So let's start with Patricia. Patricia, from your experience across policy, industry, and large-scale energy users, what are the most effective ways to engage communities across the life cycle of projects to move forward efficiently while maintaining transparency and public confidence?
Thanks for the question. I know it's a popular topic, so I hope I'm able to share some useful information today and get others' ideas and perspectives as well. So from a data center development perspective, we include local community engagement throughout the life cycle. This means from site design to permitting to construction and operations. And this is very important for us to understand what are the local community needs and being able to address any critical issues early and also find mutually beneficial solutions. Google is committed to being a good neighbor and add value to these communities. And the way we do this is by funding infrastructure like roads, water, and electric grid upgrades that are necessary for our project, but also benefit the overall community. We act to the local tax base. We have very high sustainability standards in water use, energy use, material, and disposal. We add high quality jobs throughout the construction and operation process. We fund economic development activities in the community, and we also join local organizations like the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce. And speaking of models, today I can share 3 models of community engagement related to the energy sector. So 1, we are very involved at the state level, working with utilities and public utility commissions. 2, we have the Energy Impact Program with you introduced in the introduction. And 3, through our CFE or carbon-free energy procurement processes and standards. So the first one on our engagement at the state level, we participate in many public utility commissions proceedings as it relates to large load tariffs, clean transition tariffs, integrated resource plans, and rate cases to make sure there's a robust process and robust regulatory mechanisms that allow us to grow by supporting our carbon-free energy goals, but also protecting other customers from adding costs and protecting affordability. We also engage with our utility partners to structure energy contracts that support and cover the cost of any new infrastructure necessary to serve a load. That can be transmission upgrades or new generation. And we bring significant capabilities with demand response and load flexibility. We recently announced achieving 1 gigawatt of contracted capacity across the US. This helps us optimize for existing grid resources and support energy affordability. So 2 examples of how we're doing this. Recently, we announced our collaboration in Minnesota. We partner with 2 different utilities, and our energy contracts include large load tariff terms that have cost protections for other customers, support new carbon-free energy addition and generation. And this is in alignment with the state-level legislation in Minnesota to support carbon-free standards by 2040 and also large load tariff protections for affordability. So more specifically, one of the agreements with Minnesota Power, again, has large load tariff terms, and it also adds 700 megawatts of new carbon-free energy. It also has components for demand response, and it supports expansion of low, medium income energy efficiency programs at the utility and local level. And then in the Excel side, we structure it with a clean energy acceleration charge, which is similar with the clean transition tariff that we piloted in Nevada. And this allows us to support 1,900 megawatts of new carbon-free energy, which includes 300 megawatts of long-duration storage of 100 hours, which is first of a kind project and technology deployment that otherwise it wouldn't be feasible, right? So you need private capital to support these innovations. In addition, we are also supporting Excel's Distributed Connect program, which is about using distributed batteries on the VPP concept that they were talking about to add capacity to the grid in other ways to have customers participate. And this is something that the Commission in Minnesota was already supportive of from a resilience and affordability perspective. So the second model, it's about the Energy Impact Program that we have launched initially as pilots across a couple of states in 2024, then scale in 25, and this year we're making it even bigger. So the goal is to support energy affordability and resilience via pre-weatherization, energy efficiency, solar and storage, and workforce development in these areas. So we structure energy impact funds at the state level and around our data center project. And we talk to the community and key partners to understand what are the pain points and make sure we structure the proper partnerships that are gonna make sense in that context. So for example, in Oklahoma, we funded a public school to upgrade with energy efficiency, which is expected to save $340,000 annually. Then in Texas, we partner with TEPRI to install a resilience hub in community housing, and this system is expected to support 1,000 people under an emergency event, in addition to providing, overall benefits from reduced energy bills for the community. And as we have announced expansion in Texas, then we also increase our energy impact funds in the state and announce a $30 million multi-year fund, which will look at partnerships of this type to continue to support energy affordability. And in Georgia, the model has been we partner with our utility, Georgia Power, to add funding to expand their low-medium income energy efficiency programs after seeing very good results last year of $500 to $700 of annual energy savings and an outreach of 170 homes. So this year, we're trying to replicate that and scale it. And the third example I wanted to share on how we're engaging with community is through our CFE procurement. So we're a large corporate buyer of CFE, and we are constantly, again, looking for ways to engage with the community and make sure that we're adding value, as I said. So we have worked with our developer partners to include standards in PPAs and RFP process to make sure they consider community engagement and best practices as they're developing these clean energy projects across the country. And now we have that as part of our agreements to document and report on it.
Great, thank you.